And who's we're gonna get ready here. I believe Good of Fortune will be ready to rock and roll. Here we go. It's only one race here for the Group 1 International horses. We paid 14 grand for the driver. He better be worth it. Now looking at these other horses, well, she's in a very competitive field. You see, they moved her up into Group 1, but she's not as good as most of these horses. These horses have stats in the 70s and the 80s. Mostly in the 80s, even in some occasional 90s. And Good of Fortune, her highest stat is only 61, and that's her speed. So I'm very curious. I guess despite our really good performances that they moved us up so soon, I still think we should be at least in Group 2 or something. But they have us in Group 1, and we're not at the Group 1 level statistically speaking yet. And yeah, we're not supposed to come in last place at least. We should be finishing, well, towards the bottom still. We'll give it a shot here. It's 1,600 meters, very short. But yeah, it's I may have to look for lower class races or easier races for Good of Fortune, because they have her running up against these horses that are clearly much better, and I don't think that's necessarily fair to her, and we're not going to really produce any good results with that type of competition around us. I think she can get to Group 1 level truly. I mean, that's what we're working on here. And this is a slow start. This is not good. Okay, head down. Now she's going. Alright, hopefully Frank gets her caught up to speed. Very good, very good. Get her caught up to speed, and let's see if Frank does anything with her. We're going essentially 2 turns. Turns, I guess, since we really kind of started on the backstretch, it would really only be turns 1 and 2. And then we'll get on the final straight. Let's see what Frank does. I'm not expecting a whole lot. I just feel like the AI drivers in this game are kind of limited, and unless your horse gets out really quickly to the front, you know, you're bound to be stuck. And that's also a thing too, trying to get a better post position towards, first of all, in the front row, potentially maybe to the inside. I'm not sure what dictates that. I don't know if you have to register for races ahead of time or if it's completely randomized, but that's also hurting us. As far as the AI drivers are concerned, they're not going to be smart enough, it seems, to maneuver and get a great start in the beginning, getting your horse in the right position and not getting themselves stuck like this driver's probably going to do. He's probably going to keep her right here for the entirety of the race, and he's not going to move her, not even going to attempt to. Not that there's really any openings now, but still, I obviously would have probably gotten her geared up for an outside run. He's just going to keep her tucked in here, and just that's it. Like I said, I know statistically speaking she's not on the level of these horses, but at least give her a chance. You're not going to give her a chance by keeping her boxed into the rail for the whole entirety of the race. That's my gripe. So that's why I may have to start taking control here and seeing what we can do. So yeah, we are second to last basically, and nothing's happening. She's running hard. These other horses obviously running 3 or 4 kilometers faster, so obviously the speed is there for them. You can see that clearly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for races that drop a little bit in class. Just a teeny little bit. We pretty much finished second to last. Wasn't expecting anything great. I wanted to see if paying for the most expensive driver would have made a difference. Clearly it didn't, which is good to know. That means we don't have to waste money paying way more than we should for a driver. And then, like I said, we need to drop her in class a little bit. The easiest competition we can give her, because she's just not on the level of these other Group 1 international horses, unfortunately. And as usual, these episodes will end and start at random times. So, yeah. We're now $79,000. Yeah, we need to net a win here soon, or at least a money result. We can't continue to just kind of have these terrible performances. So, Adelaide, can we race there? Adelaide, we can. It's back to back, but I think she can handle it. 4 years, I mean, outside of, these are all going to be Group 1 international races. And obviously, races with higher winnings are going to be, are going to feature much more tougher horses. Obviously, races that have smaller declaration prices for one and smaller winnings probably will be, you know, less in competition. So, or well, obviously have lower competition, I guess I should say. So yeah, I mean, as far as, you know, dropping in class, I mean, they're telling us to wait until next year to do some of those races. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but I think we can do this one in Adelaide here. There's a handicap for that one, the big race populaire. I think that's the one I was going to do. No, it's not it. Where did it go? Dates. Yep. Back to back. I think, well, let's check her conditioning. She should be okay, I hope. Let's see. 16 out of 31. If we race her in this race, we might be risking it. I'm going to take a shot because I don't know if we should be okay. But after this, we'll have to give her quite a layoff. And we're going to look for James, and I'm actually probably going to take control of this one myself. I think I'll have a better chance, hopefully. Yeah, both horses are racing today. Literally at the same race, or at the same event, just in different races. Okay. Well, Incredible Do Robin's up first. Let's go to her race. And hopefully we have better chances today. Let's go ahead and look at the odds. And where are we? Middle of the field. Okay, that's better. Like I said, we dropped in class. Let's look at the rest of the field and see what these horses are looking like. So, their stats, a couple... Discipline is high for some of them, like our horse. But for the most part, Incredible Do Robin looks to be pretty good here. So, yeah, I think we should honestly have a shot at having a decent result. It's only a field of 12. Yeah, our endurance is at 41. Let's look at these other horses. Yeah, we have better endurance. We're going to go ahead and take control of this race ourselves and see how we do here. Okay, great start. Great start. So let's see what we can do. Great start. Right out from the jump. This is what I need. When the AI are controlling my horses, I need them to get out like this. I need a great start. You know what I mean? And, okay, let's see. We got to increase. Well, we don't want her to go that fast. Oh, no. I still need to get better with this. I forgot. Adjusting the arrows and stuff is much different. Okay, we're riding way too slow. Way too slow. Well, I just got that great start, and now I just muffed it. Muffed it quite a bit. So I forgot doing... I have to click on these arrows for the speed. I was doing it with my keyboard, which can make the speed jump up quite a bit. But we may be able to catch these horses in the end. We should have plenty of endurance to make a pretty strong run in the final stretch. So I'm just hoping we can get her caught up in time. But gosh, that great start wasted all because I I forgot how to play for a second. I forgot what happened. No, let's see. We're running 2 kilometers faster than them, so I'm hoping we can try to catch them. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping some of these horses just really gas out in the end. That's about really the best chance we have at trying to improve our situation. And we get her going up to 47. I'm not going to put her under the whip yet. I don't think that we need to. She's closing in now. We have the endurance. I think we have the endurance. You see, we're going to make a late run here. We're going to move to the outside because we don't want to get blocked. Move. 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 It's the best we can do. Keep running. Alright, so we can't put her under the whip. She's doing fine. Let's increase the speed just a little bit. So we're not doing too bad here. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Let's see if we can close in. The endurance is coming. It's kicking in. Too much, too far back. If I would have kept her to the front, we definitely could have finished much better. Yeah, definitely could have finished much better if I would have kept her towards the front. That's my fault for just making that early mistake. But we have another race to go, and I don't know if I'm actually going to control this one with Good of Fortune. Let's see. Oh, wait. Incredible Do Robin, that was our listed horse. That wasn't even... I thought I was racing Good of Fortune, which is our Group 1 International here. And she actually has decent odds. So if that's the case, I'm actually going to let the AI take control. Now, of course, we dropped her in class. As you can see, these horses much more on her level. She has some mid-70s, but much better than the high 80s we were getting in that last Group 1 race. 1,400 meters, very short. We're going to have the AI take control of this one and see if we can get a decent result. That last race could have went much better if I would have remembered how to control, which, going forward, now I know what to do. And we're starting in the first row. Great start here. James has got Good of Fortune right out to the front. That's exactly what I like to see. Bring her inside. Bring her inside. This is very good. Now, if James is able to keep her outside and not have her stuck, this is a potential for a good result. So we're running 5 wide here. I'm not too concerned at the moment. Prefer for obviously her not to be getting hit with too much wind resistance, but being on the outside in this game is better than being tucked in if you're not going to have space to make a move. And right now, like I said, we need to be in a space where we can make a move, but I have a feeling once James tucks her in... Okay, this isn't bad. He has space. Okay, he's keeping her kind of outside. This is nice. This is really nice. This is exactly what I've been wanting. And now he's going to tuck her in. He was trying to get her down to the rail. Don't do that. This isn't bad because she's not completely trapped in the rail. He keeps kind of weaving her in and out. So this is good. This is good. This is what I've been wanting to see from James. Get her moving, you know, create some space, you know, do something. This is exactly what she needs. And for the last couple of races, he's just kept her tucked in. But we also had bad post positions starting from the back and towards the rail, so we had no choice. Here today, we started on the front row, which makes a difference. So I don't know what dictates where you start. If anybody could let me know in the comment section below, please do, because I still don't know what dictates the starting position in this game. So these horses still a little bit faster than us. We're only running 48. They're running 49, 50 up there. So we do still need some speed here. And that's a bad result. We were supposed to finish at least 4th. James has got her finishing in the back. Not even close to the money. So maybe I just need to start taking control now that I know what to do. Because it's too many bad performances in a row. We can't continue to have those type of results. Yeah, that's a little disappointing, man. It's a little disappointing, to say the least. 10th and 10th. Ironically, at the same race. Like, we have to do better. Absolutely have to. So, yeah, we are going to... yeah. So, Incredible Good of Fortune, she has got to rest. If we did anything else with her again, she would be injured. So, we are just going to allow her to rest. And Incredible Robin, we can continue to train quite a bit. Acceleration, endurance, speed. Maybe we should start some speed. Speed training is going to cost. Why? What does speed training cost? If I switch her to Ted, what will that do? With Ted, speed training cost? Okay, cost either way. I wonder if that's just the same for all sorts of trainings. Yeah, we don't want her training with Ted. Put her back to Paul. Yeah, I guess speed training costs in general. We'll go ahead and do it. We'll give her 2 weeks of speed training. Good of Fortune, we're just going to give a layoff. So, simulate. Good of Fortune, have her drop. Let's see. We can have Incredible Robin train quite a bit. Like I said, she's her conditioning is really good, so she's able to train a lot without having to have any major setbacks. Let's train another week of speed, and now let's see. Her speed rating has jumped up to 43. Incredible Robin. Let's see how much it improved from that session. Only 2 points. I don't think I've really ever done speed training with her, so already her speed has jumped up 2 points, which is pretty good. Considering. So let's go ahead and look for races for these two again. Good of Fortune. We again want to look for a race where we feel like she can handle the competition a little bit better. Canberra, that's a good race, 2,100 meters. I think we'll be able to handle that. Handicap, I'm not sure if that's going to be for us. No, never mind. That was another race. Alright, we're going to get James again. So who else? I was using Nick. I think James is fine if I take control of him. But for whatever reason, him racing by himself now seems to kind of be dooming us in. Incredible Robin, I don't know if we're going to be able to find anything decent for her. Well, I guess we could do this as well. Canberra. Typically, a lower winnings race means the competition is lower, and this is also a claiming race. So we'll see. Maybe somebody will want to claim her and give us a decent price. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if... somebody was willing to pay, you know, a decent amount for Incredible Robin. That would only leave us with Good of Fortune, which means we'll cut back on costs. We'll be able to focus more on Good of Fortune, who is our Group 1 international horse anyways. So, Good of Fortune. Let's see. What should we focus on here? Still endurance, I think, is key. Still would like to focus on endurance with her. Yeah, maybe some speed as well. Her acceleration isn't bad. We'll continue to focus on endurance. We'll do 2 weeks of that. Incredible do Robin. We're going to continue to kind of ramp up her speed training. We'll have her do speed and endurance training kind of back and forth. So, yes, I know the same thing about my horse. The same thing. Limited in its progression. Limited in its progression. It's like, we know. We understand. Okay, we'll have her do one more thing of endurance training. They just keep saying the same thing. Like, I know. Anytime I see that, I'm just not even going to read it because they just keep reminding us of the same thing we already know about her. And like I said, Incredible do Robin, her conditioning is good. Her discipline is really solid. 96 conditioning. If we could get her up to a Group 1 level, she would be fantastic. Because she's already got the discipline. She just lacks the general skills that we need from her. We'll give her a week off. Have her come back to speed. And then endurance, and maybe give her another week off. We'll see how that goes. Good of Fortune should be nice. So have her training with Ted. His conditioning program is not great. Yeah, Incredible do Robin, yeah, she should be pretty solid, man. If we can continue to work on her, her development should be relatively nice. And I know what that's going to be. I'm not even going to pay attention to it.